Hey, we're live with another brand new episode of The Lounge with your host JR and Knack Attack. Right here, right now. Live on Twitch, live on the YouTube. Thank you all for being here. Happy Monday, March 24th. 5 days and a year older. We have our co host and best friend, Knack Attack. And I will be another year older in 3 days from now. So you guys will be seeing me a lot this week. I'll be off on Thursday for my birthday, so we'll delve into that in a little bit here. But Nag Attack, we have a great show ahead of ourselves with you hanging out today. We're doing it in the morning. Uh, he he
Both
he
refreshed,
he's off work,
awake, and
awake, alive and well, having his lunch because it is lunchtime on the East Coast. Uh, so so this is a perfect timing for everyone who's tuning in. I mean, honestly, it's midday. They're at work tuning in. So instead of a late evening for us on a Friday night when everybody's out at the club or sleeping. so Nagatek, um, first things first. How was your birthday? Since your birthday was on March 19th, how was your birthday? Anything exciting happen? Anything? Did you have a nice dinner? What did the missus do for you for the dinner?
no, it's fine. I mean, we didn't celebrate till just this past weekend, just because it was in the middle of the week. But we dropped the kids off at their grandma's, and then we just went out. We got Chinese food, and just went for a walk in the park, and just spent time with each other, and it was nice.
Nice
That was
Chinese
it. Like,
food.
I'm a minimalist. I don't want a bunch of shit.
Yeah,
I just want to hang out and
you want
just
moments.
enjoy
You want
quiet.
moments. You want moments in
Yeah,
life, and that's the thing. That's what you gotta have. Moments. I have things and moments. I'm sorry. I'm an asshole. Um, I'm sorry, Dak, but we're not polar opposites in a lot of things. But like having things is nice. I think. I don't know. That's my. I don't know. But I love you,
like
Nick.
I tell people all the time, like I'm a grown up. I can buy whatever I want whenever I want. So it's like
Yeah.
I don't always
Yeah.
get to go out with my wife without the stinking kids ruining everything.
Yeah.
So
But we have these moments every so often. Every month we have at least once a evening, a day that we could get to hang out together on the web. And I cherish every moment that we have, Nick, because honestly, we have great memories, great moments. We've gone to concerts together. We've you know watched wrestling together. We've done shit, you know, and that's why we're lifelong friends. Well, not lifelong, but like in our very formative years of life, and we're going through a lot, with life changing in our personal lives and and just not really changes, but like losing people and now we're getting to that point where we got to stick together, and I'm just so happy that we've stuck together through all these years of life together. Thank you, Dirty. Thank you for tuning in on the Twitch. I know you're probably getting ready to go live or going to work, whatever. But thank you so much for being here. Uh, but yeah, so I'm glad that you had a great birthday. I'm glad you had those moments. We're gonna have this moment as well. My wife and I are gonna have a moment. We're gonna have a nice dinner because honestly, this is like the first birthday she's been home for me in 4 years, basically.
yeah, that's rough.
It sucks. It sucked. It's great to have her home. I mean, I'm taking care of her. I'm making dinners. I'm making lunches. I'm doing all this shit for her and for myself, you know. Um, but we're gonna have a moment. We're gonna have a nice dinner. I don't know what she's planning on buying a cake. I don't know why. I don't want to eat a lot of sweets. I just I like sweets, but
Maybe I should just get like two cupcakes, just two single
yeah,
serving things.
yeah. And we might. Who knows? Uh, but like yeah, it's just like I don't like sweets all the time. I'll have like hints. Like I'll eat some chocolates. I'll use some dark chocolate because it's good for you. But like I don't always want a piece of pie. I don't always want, you know, a ice cream cake or ice cream cone or anything like that. Like it's just like okay, whenever I feel like
You
it.
gotta do what I just showed you, man. Get peanut butter and banana
Yeah,
for a dessert. It's
yeah,
delicious. It's good
that's
for
it.
you.
Apples are healthy for you. Grapefruits, orange juice. Um, yeah, any of that. I mean, I'm drinking a lot more OJ. I love OJ. I've always loved OJ. It's a great like it's like you don't have to have breakfast. You can have a bowl of cereal and a couple OJ and go from there. I mean, you don't have to have a full like fucking big breakfast for McDonald's every day. Um, but yeah, we're getting older. I'm sorry, we're just babbling on. We're awake. We're awake. That's why. Um, so
What's
now
so sweet? You're doing all the talking.
yeah. So sorry, Knack Attack. What? Talk more. What? Anything else you want to say about life? Any music? Any books? Any model figures that you've been putting together?
I'm my modeling has kind of been going very slow, but that's kind of by choice. I've just been doing other things.
Okay.
I'm still working on that Aaron Rhino model,
Mm-hmm.
which is that's not a name of an artist or anything. That's just what the robot's called. And I still have my master grade in the wings, ready to go after that one. So that's what I'm doing. I've been doing a lot of reading lately. I'm plowing through Brandon Sanderson's Stormlight 5,
Okay.
and it's very good. I'm about a third of the way through. I'm not going to be able to finish it before I have to return to the library, but I'm already in line to get it again. So it might be my favorite outside the first one so far.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm really enjoying it. So
Nice.
it's going to be a while before part 6 comes out. So I'm trying to just kind of milk it while I can.
Fuck yeah. Keep on doing it, man. Keep on reading. I mean, I want to, but my attention span is just shot on some things. Like reading, I mean, I did a lot of reading when I was a kid. I did read a lot of books. You can ask my parents that. That's definitely something I enjoyed. I
You
mean,
just gotta download Libby and listen to an audiobook while you're doing dishes every night.
yeah. I mean, that would
Get
be
through a
cool.
chapter every time you're doing dishes. It's great.
I mean, Spotify has that too. They have audiobooks on there. Like I could listen to the autobiography of Becky Lynch from WWE on there right now. As a matter of fact, and I was doing that a couple months ago, but not recently. But today, guys, I mean, you guys will find out about my weekend later. My weekend wasn't important. I did a lot. You guys saw the videos. You guys saw the stuff on social media. But we're here today to talk about two great movies. Two great movies that myself and Nakachak chose. I'm
For
gonna
our birthday spectacular.
yes, our birthday spectacular extravaganza, whatever you want to call it. It's what we
For,
do.
for the month of March, John and I always like to pick one of our favorite movies of all time to rewatch
Hmm.
and then talk about.
Yeah, and the cool thing is that we are March birthdays. That's why it's like it's perfect that we have this. I mean, it would be insanely hard for us to be two separate months and have that length of time between our birthday celebrations. So thank God it's only 8 days and a year difference. I mean, yes, Knack Attack knows what it feels like to be 40. I will know in 3 days. You can already see the gray in the beard. I mean, I was looking at myself in the mirror yesterday, Knack Attack, and I'm like, I love this beard. I don't know. I used to always like growing it out for a little bit of time, but the length I've grown it out since I've grown it out now, it just feels perfect. I like it. I don't know, Knack Attack. Do you like it? I mean, honestly, does it look good on me? I mean, that gray is all natural. That gray. Oh wait, you don't see it because
Yeah,
you're not looking.
it's fine, man. Just
Yeah.
just keep it trimmed, looking nice. You're set.
Awesome. There you go. Knack Attack approved. But so let's get down to the business. Our movies that we chose are two polar opposites of movies. One is a late 90s, early 2000s comedy classic, in my opinion. The other one, Knack Attack, is what? What is your movie? What is your movie kind of? Yeah, would be your call? Be like, oh, it's a what kind of movie? I know what it is, but go ahead. I want you to talk more.
I
I'll stop
consider it a
talking.
hidden gem action martial arts film from Thailand that just kind of got lost in the noise because of Ong Bak and stuff like that. This one just kind of got released here stateside because of that, but it didn't really get the attention that one did.
But
Even though it's just as fun.
don't sound too upset. I know you loved Ong Bak. You told me about that movie when it first came out.
Oh no, Ong Bak's great. I'm just saying, like, you know, they started releasing a bunch of them because of the popularity of that, and this one was kind of in the follow up from that.
Okay, so you're saying that it's a hidden gem. It is a
Not too many people know about
motivated,
BKO, Bangkok.
motivated movie that was made. A motivated movie that was made because of another movie that broke big in the States, and also around the world in Thailand and Korea and everywhere in between there, Asia, for that matter. So you guys know what they are. It's Happy Gilmore and Nakatek.
BKO, Bangkok Knockout.
Yeah. So, what movie do you want to talk about first? Do you want to go? Oh, you know what? Let me do this. Let me save your movie for last. Yes, your birthday did already happen, but I feel that we have it set up that the information that we have for your movie is more pertinent and awesome than my information and what we want to talk about with Happy Gilmore. Because a lot of our audience probably has seen Happy Gilmore. So this is the perfect way to start because it's honestly like, hey, we've seen it. Let's talk about it. And then let's talk about the hidden gem last, which is BKO, Bangkok Knockout. If that's cool with you, Knack Attack, because that's how I'm feeling. That's fine. So Happy Gilmore was, a comedy gem. What was it? It hit off well with the audience. Adam Sandler, who was a Saturday Night Live alum at this time, was getting into Hollywood, and Happy Gilmore
basically solidified him as a funny guy, Hollywood funny guy.
Oh, it definitely did. And
Billy Madison came out before, and it was a success, but it didn't quite cement Sandler like Happy Gilmore did.
No, it didn't. But looking back now, it still holds up. Billy Madison does, I think.
Yeah, well, I agree with you. Like, I think a lot of people say Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore are like the two good Adam Sandler movies because like after that, The Waterboy's okay, but like really like definitely after The Waterboy, like the quality of his comedies just like went off a cliff.
It got to the point where you're like, oh, it's like how Disney's doing Marvel. It's like, oh, another Marvel movie. Oh, another movie about a funny guy doing this or that. But in honest opinion, we've seen another on this show. We saw another a movie that Adam Sandler did in this time period of our lives as an adult, and we thoroughly enjoyed it. We thoroughly enjoyed Uncut Gems.
Dude, Uncut Gems is not an Adam Sandler movie. People know. Wait. When you say Adam Sandler movie, everyone knows you're talking about.
I know what you mean. I know what you're I know what you mean there. I mean, it's not a comedy. It's definitely like it showed his
for some of his other talents. Yeah, and I agree. Yeah. Uncut Gems is a fantastic film. Yeah, and Sandler's really good in it.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. So back to Happy Gilmore though. It had Carl Weathers, R.I.P. He passed away this year, unfortunately. Who played Chubbs. We also have there's who else is in there? Yeah, I can't think of any other like big names that were in there. No one really there.
Yeah, the villain guy, who's a great character actor. Yeah. I never can remember his name.
Yeah, and let me bring it up right now. I fucking should have had it up here. But I was downloading.
The guy that plays Shooter McGavin.
Yeah, Shooter McGavin. I mean, honestly, this was
that's a brilliant like villain name for a sports villain. Like that is just so brilliant. Shooter McGavin, golf villain.
Definitely was, and it was a PG-13 movie, and I think it was Christopher McDonald. Yes, Christopher McDonald, who played Shooter McGavin in this comedy that we watched and have seen over the years, and also Julie Bowen, who played Virginia Bennett. And then the lovely character actress Frances Bay, who played the grandma in this movie. who has passed away in recent years as well. In 2011, actually. Wow. So like 14 years ago. But I'll tell you what, like this movie, like you said, solidified him. And this was in 1996. God damn, 1996. You were 12, I was 11. Um, I don't know, what year did we...
The perfect age for this movie.
Yeah. Like, I don't... I'm trying to remember actually, like, what year I saw this movie. I don't think I was 11. I think
I know I saw it on VHS. I didn't see it theatrically.
Yeah, I know I didn't see it in theaters either, because honestly, that would have been something huge to, like, actually remember. Like, oh, you know, we
Well,
were...
at the time, like nobody was like, "Oh, here's just some comedy with the guy that was on SNL."
Yeah,
like it
but
wasn't
we were-
like
see,
like an
we
Adam
were-
Sandler
we
wasn't
were-
like the
we-
driving thing that would
Yeah,
bring people to the theaters.
But, yeah, for us, for our generation, because honestly, our generation, we were still going to bed early because we were still in grade school. So we weren't able to watch Saturday Night Live. But as we became older, like 15, 16, we went back and watched these movies and said, oh my God, this is fucking hilarious. Or whatever, you know, whatever.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. During high school, this movie was on like repeat, like
Oh!
constantly.
Oh, definitely. This, Billy Madison, you know, The Water Boy was, you know, for the sports guys, definitely a great movie. But Happy Gilmore started the sports comedy for golf, because honestly, you already had Slapshot. You had other, you had Major League. But this also set up, I think, you know, I'm going to say this: Happy Gilmore, Slapshot, you know, Major League, it all set up for the comedy genius in Trey Parker and Matt Stone to make basketball. I think, because honestly, you can put basketball in the realm of sports comedies. But we'll talk about that movie maybe in another episode.
Yeah, I can see how you got there. If Happy Gilmore was kind of a flop, they might have been iffy about greenlighting basketball.
Yeah.
I see how you got there.
Maybe one day we'll watch that movie on this. We'll find out soon, sometime down the line.
Basketball is very funny too.
It is for anyone who's never seen it. So I don't really care if we go in on the antics of the storyline of this movie, because who hasn't seen it? Actually, probably everyone in my chat.
Yeah, it's almost like retelling the origin of Batman or Spider-Man at this point.
Yeah, it's not important for this conversation, because let's talk about Carl Weathers though. Legend in this movie as Stubbs, and also a legend in another realm, which is Star Wars. Am I not mistaken?
Yeah.
So he played
No, not Star Wars. You're thinking Predator.
no, Predator. Yeah, Predator. And he was also, wasn't he?
Well, I think the nod here was him being Apollo Creed, so
Yeah.
he's a sports legend
Yeah, Apollo
in this
Creed.
movie. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Apollo Creed. I don't know why I was thinking. What was I thinking? I don't know what movie I was thinking. Shit, it was stupid. Star Wars. I was thinking Star Wars. How fucking stupid I am.
Although Carl Weathers is Lando Calrissian, I would love to see that.
Yeah, but we're not. We would have to go to heaven to see that, because that's where he is, because he's a goddamn good man. I don't think
Up there with the alligator.
up there with the alligator and Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln just surprises us at the end. But like, I really loved in this movie the dream, the bad dream and the good dream that he had because of Shooter McGavin. That was just like,
with his grandma making it with the kiss. That's pretty.
I mean, there's so many like even the cameo from Ben fucking Stiller. That's who I forgot. Wow, how did I forget about that? He played the nurse at the retirement home.
Yeah.
Like,
And again, Ben Stiller's still kind of like sort of famous at this time, like on the same level as Adam Sandler when this came out, but basically a nobody. So like at the time, like everyone's watching this, be like, "Oh, that guy in the begining's pretty funny for those few scenes he's in."
Yeah, and then he did the Ben Stiller show, and then he went on to make
To be what he is now, like actor, award-winning director.
Night at the Museum. There's something about Mary. I mean, honestly, all those. I mean, and his father was too.
The only thing that still chaps my ass about Happy Gilmore is maybe there's a deleted scene in the DVD I never saw, is that there's no resolution to Happy coming back and beating the shit out of him for treating his grandma bad. Like, that's the only thing that the theatrical cut is missing.
Yeah, I don't remember. I have to go back and watch.
There's got to be a deleted scene where he comes back and beats him up. It's like the setup is completely there, but it never happens in the movie.
I have to go check the DVD. I think we have the DVD laying around here somewhere in this house. I will have to go check and see if there's a deleted scene. Damn. Come on, talk. Yeah. But yeah. Great movie. Definitely set off the angle where we are today in 2025. There is a sequel coming out for everyone who's probably seen the news.
I have no idea what the sequel is going to be about, but if I were to pitch it, I would make it where an old Happy Gilmore now has to play hockey again, just kind of reverse what happened. Like, he's so, and now he like reverses. He brings like golf skills into the hockey game. Like, that's kind of my pitch for how you could do it.
Wow.
I have no idea what they're going to do, but I think that would kind of be a fun way to do it.
So Sandler would be, kind of the age of Jaromir Jagr. Remember him? Remember Jaromir Jagr from the Penguins back in the day? And he just retired.
Yeah.
He just retired 2-3 years ago from playing in Russia. I think it was 2 or 3 years ago. I may be mistaken the timeline. Time does to go fast in our lives. I mean, we just, are at 9:21 over here in the West Coast, and you're 12:21 over there on the East Coast. So it's definitely.
I'm literally in the afternoon. You're still in the morning.
Yeah. Let me look this up real quick on the phone. Let me see Jaromir Jagr when he retired, so we actually have that information correct. So people were like, "Oh, it was so many years ago." Yeah, he's actually 53, and he retired. Let's see the Wikipedia.
Yeah, I'd like to think at that age he could transition into coaching or something, or even training.
He could.
But
he could. Well, is he still playing?
But again, if he's like Lindros, I don't know what his injuries are like. Like, maybe he's just he just can't focus because of all the head injuries, which it sucks.
Yeah, it definitely would. I mean, honestly, at 57, I'm like, holy shit! Like, in Russia, it's a whole nother fucking in Czech Republic and that timeline of just insane amounts. Did he retire? Occasions. Oh, during the 2024 offseason, Jaromir Jagr hinted on multiple occasions that he would retire from professional ice hockey at the conclusion of the 24-25 season. However, following Klando's final game of the season, Jagr avoided answering questions on the topic retirement, leading to the speculation that he would return for a 38th professional season.
Yeah, I was gonna say I just remembered back in the day I had NHL '97 on PS1, and I remember playing as Jagr. I don't want to pick the Penguins.
Yeah,
man, he's a long time. Damn.
Jagr and
Lemieux,
Mario Lemieux and Jaromir Jagr, definitely a force to be reckoned with back in the day, on that hockey ice, the hockey rink. But yeah, I mean, honestly, Happy Gilmore started off as a hockey player. Unfortunately, sliced somebody's, with a blade, and got kicked out.
No, well, he didn't make the cut for the team.
Yeah, he didn't make a cut for the team.
And then at the same time, his grandma's house is going up for sale because she hasn't been paying taxes or whatever. So he has to make money, and he accidentally discovers that he's sort of good at golf by being able to just power the ball 600 yards in a single shot.
Yeah, how about the cameo as well from a very unknown at that time, I believe, Will Sasso.
So who was Will Sasso in the movie?
Will Sasso was one of the delivery men.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, he was the guy who was taking the stuff from Oh,
you're right. There, he was doing the bet against them.
Yeah.
There's no way you can hit the ball that far.
Yeah, and Kevin Nealon was in this movie as well. Kevin Nealon, always funny actor as well, of SNL alum. You also had Robert Smigel in it, Alan Covert, who has done a lot of stuff with Mr. Gilmore there, Adam Sandler. Bob Barker. You had Bob Barker in a cameo, which was fucking great. You had Joe Flaherty, who went on to be the dad in Freaks and Geeks. Also good friends with Eugene Levy and Martin Short and all those guys. He was also the Western Union man in Back to the Future Part 2. Remember that, Knack Attack?
Yep.
Yeah.
Are you Marty McFly?
Yeah. I love
I
it.
got something for you. Honor.
Yeah. You fucking nailed it. This has been a great episode. I love it. I don't care if anyone's not watching this right now, but they are going to enjoy the conversation and then put their 2 cents in the comments on YouTube. Please do that, guys and gals. So, yeah. End of story. I'm not gonna say anything more about Happy Gilmore. It's 5 out of 5 for me because honestly, like I know you have that one key aspect of the movie that you said, oh, we're no resolution with the Ben Stiller character. But
it's my only gripe. I mean,
yeah.
it's Happy Gilmore is still a very funny movie. I still legitimately laugh at some of the gags, and it's so fun to watch. And it's that perfect 90 minutes. Just you're in, you're out. You laugh. You're happier after watching it. So
yeah, and do not go to the batting cage and stand in there and try to be a professional.
Yeah,
goalie.
That's great. And then when that kid tries to do it,
that fucking kid, man, he just fucking gets knocked the fuck out. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I've seen this movie so many times. Like I noticed some of the the gaffes. Like for instance, like he never plugs the machine back in to operate it, but it doesn't matter. It's still funny.
Yeah, you probably find that information out on IMDb too, with all the minuscule. Like when you see like random stuff wrong with the movie, people do post stuff on IMDb, and I've actually read stuff in the past about this phone was there, or this phone doesn't make sense for this time period of the movie. It's like, dude.
Yeah, it's that stuff that doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's like fuck, who cares, man? But yeah, 5 out of 5 for me. Knack Attack, your final rating on Happy Gilmore?
It's a solid 4 out of 5 for me. If you're a comedy fan, it's a definite must own. I'm not gonna say it's for everybody. I know, like my wife doesn't get it. You know, like I showed it to her. She's like, it's sort of funny, I guess. It's definitely a guy's movie. I'll put that out there.
She doesn't get it. I don't think she would get Pineapple Express. I don't think she would enjoy Sausage Party. You haven't seen Sausage Party either, but you should watch it.
No, I forgot that was even a thing till you just mentioned it.
You should watch it. It's pretty raunchy as a cartoon. I mean, honestly, we've both seen Team America World Plays. That sex scene with the puppets. Oh, God. You should look at him. He's like, oh, I forgot about that, too. Shit. I haven't seen that in years. I need to watch it.
I didn't forget about that. That's a pretty unforgettable scene.
This is the greatest fucking episode ever. It's our birthday celebration, so guys, get the fuck up. I don't care where you're listening in from, but if you are listening in, thank you guys so much. I do care where you guys are listening in from, but you guys are all lurking and having a good time, and put your 2 cents in later if you want. It's free. I don't care. I want to know about you. I want to know about your thoughts on these movies and also life.
John, real quick, how do you think Happy Gilmore 2 will go? Do you have a pitch for it, or like what would be your idea? Especially like now, you have older Adam Sandler, older Happy Gilmore. Like what do you do with the sequel?
So I kind of seen the trailer, and I've kind of seen information about like the movie.
Oh, they're that far along. Okay.
Yeah, it comes out in July, bro.
Okay, well, go ahead and tell me, what's the plot for 2? Was I close at all, or are they just kind of remaking this one?
I think no. It comes out July 25th, I believe, on Netflix. So it's gonna be direct to Netflix. So if you have Netflix in July, you can be able to watch it. what they do have in the trailer is, you know, the statues of the heads, the head sculptures, kind of. So they have like Tiger Woods.
You mean like Mount Rushmore?
No, like the sculptures, like the little stand headed, like there's a head and it's just a head and it stands on a little, like a, yeah, like a head sculpture.
Oh, like a statue bust. Gotcha.
Yeah, statue busts. So they have the different busts of like Jack Nicholson, Arnold Palmer, Tiger Woods, Roy McIlroy, Happy Gilmore. All right. So that's how the trailer opens. I haven't watched it all because I don't really want to know, but I do know MJF and Becky Lynch are both in this movie. So what I think is he's still on the tour. So is Shooter, and Shooter still hasn't won the jacket, I believe. If I'm not mistaken from what I'm putting two and two together. So Shooter hasn't won the jacket yet. They kind of meet up somehow, and maybe Happy decides to say, hey, you're down on your luck. Let's work on some things and help Shooter win the jacket. I don't know. But that I don't think that's gonna happen.
That kind of jives with the Happy character, so
Yeah.
Okay.
What I would do is like have him teaching Happy Gilmore Jr. maybe. Like,
oh, I think that would be a terrible idea.
It would be. It probably would be. So it's probably not going to happen. I'm not going to say that. And but like honestly, and like you mentioned this earlier when we were talking about it last episode, or the last episode I brought this up. You didn't know how it was going to, you don't know, I agree with you on this. I don't know how well it's going to be because this movie came out in 96, the original. It's now 29 years later that a sequel comes out.
Yeah. And you can't play it where Happy Gilmore is like, you know, the underdog. Like
Yeah.
Adam Sandler's no longer the underdog. Happy Gilmore is no longer the underdog at this point. So you gotta come at it from that angle.
So, and it's like we did with Beetlejuice and Beetlejuice 2. It's kind of like you were hoping it to be better than it was. Because you know that it's been 29 years. It's been so long since this movie comes out. I say it's going to be all right. I think it's going to be a decent movie. I don't want to dog Adam. I don't want to dog Adam Sandler.
I'd like to think they put more care into this one than the usual Adam Sandler fare, just because Happy Gilmore is so beloved, and like Sandler's got to be aware of that. Like he's got to know like that's the movie that definitely propelled his career forward.
Mm-hmm. So we'll see what happens. I mean, honestly, July's right around the corner, so I know I'm gonna watch it. But like,
I'll check it out.
Yeah, you'll check it out. We'll probably fucking do an episode on it. We're probably are. I mean, I'm just saying we have a lot of movies to catch up on. We have a shit ton that's come out, and the shit ton that's probably never gonna be seen by us, but. That's because it's life.
There's so many. They keep making them. We can't watch them all.
Yeah, we don't have 2,500 hours in a day to talk
and they keep making
movies.
them 2.5 fucking hours long.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like, well, Knack Attack, that leads us into your movie, which was BKO Bangkok Knockout. Let's have you talk about it more. It's your movie. It's your field, your corner. Go ahead.
Okay, so BKO is a Thai action movie directed by the late great Kanna Ritikai, who also is in the film as the sort of big bad, I guess like the big bad enforcer villain. The plot is pretty simple, pretty bare bones. It's just the dressing to get the fighting to happen. So basically, this stunt team, group of martial artists, it's not quite clear what they're doing. They're competing to get a contract to go to Hollywood to help make some movies with, their martial arts skills. And so they win this contest to do so. But what they don't realize is it was actually just a setup by this cabal of rich guys who, gamble on gladiatorial combat, basically modern day gladiatorial combat, by kidnapping these martial artists and then having them fight basically sort of to the death or just to get knocked out. And they place bets on whether they'll win or lose. And that's basically the plot. And when the fighting happens, it is goddamn fucking awesome. But unfortunately, you got to power through like the first 25 minutes of this movie to get there. And honestly, John, I really wish they would cut out everything that was a part of that catering scene. Like the movie should just start as soon as that photograph is taken in the beginning, and then it fast forward to them waking up in that abandoned building. Like they could have cut out all that catering stuff and made the film that much more tighter. I don't know how you feel about that, but that's my only gripe is the first act of this film just drags forever. But once the fighting starts, it is nonstop and it is so fun.
All right, so I will have to agree with you because at first I was like, "Why, Nick? Why?"
Yeah, I warned you too. I said just power through the first half hour and you'll thank me.
You did. You warned me, and you were right. So we have the picture of the group of people that were in this movie, right? We have it up right here right now. It's the group photo with the moms and the aunt, I believe, or the sister. I don't know which one that is.
Oh yeah, the movie stars Ty Michael Cera.
Yeah, Ty Michael Cera right in the middle. You guys can see that.
The one guy, he looks so much like Michael Cera back from that time period, the early mid 2000s.
Yeah, we can tell you why. Here it is. That's Michael Cera. All right, Michael Cera's right there. That's Pod up there. Don't they look alike? I'm flashing the Michael Cera. I'm flashing the Michael Cera right now, so you guys can be like, "That's Michael Cera. That's Michael Cera. That's Michael Cera." You know what? All right, hold on. I got a word from Michael Cera right now. Hold on. Where is it? Oh, hold on. I gotta fix that. Hold on. It didn't play it because it's fucked up.
Ruined the bit.
No, I didn't. I didn't ruin the bit. Let my cream hydrate you from the CeraVe commercials. Remember that? Okay, that's.
I probably saw that one. I usually like once commercials are on, I'm just like I either leave the room or just mute it or whatever.
That's Michael Cera.
Oh, there.
That's Michael Cera. That's Pod up there. That's Pod. That's Michael Cera.
Yeah, so like
that was
like based on the plot description I said, like that's it. Like I only remember like 2 or 3 characters' names. It doesn't really matter. This is just a showcase to show off these guys' skills. I think I read that the director wanted a movie specifically for his stunt team because he liked the work they did on previous films, and so this is what came from that idea in his head.
You know what this movie reminded me of? Can you guess?
What's that?
Demolition Man.
I don't see that connection, but okay.
Wait, is it Demolition Man? Am I fucking wrong? Hold on.
Demolition Man is where Stallone wakes up like 40 years in the future.
No, not Demolition Man. Fuck, the Arnold movie. I'm thinking of the fucking wrong movie.
The Running Man?
Was it The Running Man? Where they fucking have the game show?
They got gladiatorial combat. They take criminals and people are betting
on.
Yeah, I can see that.
That movie, and that was called what again? Jesus.
The Running Man.
The Running Man. Why did I think of Demolition?
The Running Man is more dystopian. This is more like just a regular action movie.
Yeah, but I'm just saying them wagering on them. That was The Running Man. They were betting on it, weren't they?
Yeah. Yep. It was a game show basically. Yeah. Society at large was betting on whether these guys would live or die.
Yeah. And this was kind of like they were doing the same thing there. So that's why I say it was like the Korean Running Man. This is like a ode to Running Man. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, you know another thing that's weird about this movie is it almost feels like a sequel to a movie that was never made.
Yeah.
Based on just how they have these like random flashbacks that happen.
Yeah.
And you're kind of like, oh wait, did that happen in the last movie? I think, oh wait, there is no last movie. Why is it here?
It's like, oh, come on now, put it all together.
Did you have a favorite fight in this one, John?
The one with the asthma. That was the best.
Yeah, the final big fight's pretty good.
Because does he die? Did they kill him, or they let him live?
It's hard to say because he gets like a drop kick to the face as he's trying to get his asthma inhaler.
Yeah.
So he could have potentially died, but he was definitely out of the fight.
Yeah. It was just like, I was like,
that fight's cool because he kicks their asses, and if he would have got that inhaler in his mouth, he would have finished them all off.
They fucking got their ass kicked. It was definitely like the underdogs were getting their ass kicked, and all of a sudden, like, they found a way.
I love that one shot where he has the two guys stacked on top of each other, and he punches the one, and then their heads collide. That's a cool shot.
Yes. See, I mean, every fight was fights were fun. I mean, like, it was definitely like a John Wick action flick. Like, it was definitely like, for my rankings of like fighting of all time in movies like this, because these movies have a lot of fighting, and we pull John Wick in. John Wick's like at the top of the list for me. But, there's probably other movies I'll see, like, oh my god, these fights are great. Like, this ranks in maybe the top 20-ish for me that I've seen in fight scenes.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Like, the greatest fight ever filmed is not in this film, but there are a bunch of consistent, very well-constructed fights that are definitely memorable. They may not be the best ever made, but there's a bunch of them in here that you're just like, whoa, that was awesome.
But I'm going to tell you this. That's
like, I
my
really
rating.
love the cage fight.
Yeah.
That's one of the first ones they do, where that guy that moves like a spider. Like, I love that guy. He's like the best villain.
Dude, yeah, the fucking like that guy was crazy. I'm like, what the fuck? He's some weird.
He does that capoeira fight style where it's like that dance fight style.
Yeah, capybara, isn't it?
That's it. Yeah.
Sorry, I thought that's what it was. I knew you were saying it right. It's just your pronunciations. People pronunciate the same fucking word differently. I don't give a fuck. I wasn't correcting you. I'm sorry, Knack. Don't think I was correcting you. I was like, is it capybara? Is that the fight?
No, you're fine. I might have been saying it wrong. I'm aware of it, and I sort of knew the name of it. So
yeah, I was like, wait, I've heard it before. I've heard it differently. I've heard it the same way that you said it. But yeah, it was the fucking like shit's crazy. Like, I would never be able to do that. It's like I can do this shitty ass parkour, not like the hardcore parkour, like the fucking competition parkour. No, fuck that. I can do like shitty stuff, but capybara, that's not even on my fucking list. Like, that's.
Oh, you gotta have a super strong core to do those twists and stuff.
Yeah, the reason why I didn't do wrestling as much as I wanted to is I'm not a gym rat. I fucking have an appetite. I didn't have, like, the support for people. I had support, but, like, I wanted to go out there and do it, but I just didn't have the money or the time and stuff. But, like, fucking crazy.
And plus you're like skinny too.
Yeah. And look at this shit. Look at the fucking.
So, like, you didn't have like big muscle mass to start with, so you were already starting at a handicap a little bit. So.
Yeah. Sorry, we're talking about fucking shit pertaining to the movie. I'm sorry, because martial arts, wrestling, and everything involved in movies like this, you have to be athletic. You have to be stunt worthy, and these people were stunt worthy people.
There's literally a team of stunt people for stars of the film. So.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, damn, they're good. They're good. They're solid, and that's why they did movies like this. Like, these people did this, and then they did probably umpteen other fucking movies. I know, like, I just followed the guy who played Pod on Instagram. That's who that link I sent you. He's on Instagram. That's fucking nuts, right? So.
But John, what did you think of the cross-dressing guy?
All right, so Danya and I watched this movie together. She fell asleep though. She saw that scene. She's like, "Oh my god, what the fuck? What is this?" Like, she wasn't like appalled, but she's like, "Oh my god, this is just fucking wrong." Like, it was just like.
Well, I love when he's getting slammed into the cage and it's like hitting his cup that he's got protecting his nuts. Yeah. He's like, "Ooh, do it again."
yeah. It was just fucking just. it made
it's fun.
yeah, and
It's
then
fun.
the guy who had his mouth like sewed shut, like the old guy, the old like the like when he scurried off because the guy was getting his ass kicked. Remember that guy in that movie? Am I right? That guy?
Are you talking about the violin guy with the goofy haircut?
No, the one guy that had like was all gums and like not couldn't talk much.
Oh, the guy in the car that was that guy.
No,
He was just like the whole
no,
time.
not that guy, not that guy. The old guy, the old guy, the skinny
Can't
old
remember.
guy. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. He's in this movie. I know. I saw it. I'm not fucking saying he's not. I just don't remember the like.
Like I mentioned, the characters aren't that memorable, other than some of like the quirkier aspects of them.
the Jason motherfucker was pretty funny.
I love that. I love that every scene that guy's in.
He's just like walking like he had a shit in his fucking pants actually, and then he gets fucking. You love that.
I love
shit in his pants. He's walking like he has a shit in his fucking pants. You're laughing at that. That's solid comedy. I have to be funny, and I can fucking do it.
Yeah, well, he looks it too, because they got so much padding on this guy, because the gimmick is he can just take a beating and not be affected at all. So the actors are like literally kicking him for real.
Yeah.
And he's just doing his pre-move set while they're punching him.
Like he said, that's like a fucking big shit walker. It's like he's just like.
Well, that's why he caught fire so easy.
Yeah, he was full of shit. Oh my god, this is the best episode ever. This is by far.
This movie's awesome.
Yeah. This whole conversation is fucking legit, and I didn't even, you know what? I didn't even think about that until now. I'm like, I knew it was gonna hold back in my head, but I didn't know I was actually gonna say that shit. The fucking big shit walking motherfucker. Like, all right, it's fucking shit, man. It's not even the weed talking; it's me. It's the real me.
Oh, it's good. It's good.
Yeah. I want to get Knack Attack high. How many people want to see Knack Attack high? Anyone? Silence. Okay. If you guys want to see Knack Attack high, it will happen maybe this summer. He'll come visit my family and we'll hang out in the shed, the summer house, and do the things my brother does there. Not the heavy shit, just he doesn't do heavy shit, just the weed. We'll do it. Knack Attack, I think. Hey, it's not our birthday yet, Cannabis. My birthday is Thursday. But
you're in between both of ours right now.
Yes. Knack Attack already celebrated his birthday 5 days ago on the 19th. I forgot to text him that day, and I texted him that the other day. The next day, I was like, motherfucker, I forgot to wish you a happy birthday. I suck as a friend. Then he's like, you suck. Or what did you say, Knack Attack? What did you say? I forget. It's here.
I was like, the year's ruined. Yeah, don't talk to me again.
you said, wait, hold on. I said, happy belated birthday, Nick. I fucking suck as a friend. I forgot it completely yesterday. Never speaking to you again. Laugh out loud. Thanks, man. Going to buy some new sneakers this weekend with cash I got. And fucking show the people your fucking shoes. I mean, I want the people.
I got?
Yeah, he got Vans. He's a grown man. He has Vans.
I picked these up for my birthday. I love the gray. I was like, oh, those look awesome.
Vans
they got these sweet
Vans
on the bottom
all day.
So,
oh, dude,
the
yeah.
sneakers they replaced had holes in them, so
Cannabis, happy belated birthday. It was birthday on the 18th. Dude, I did not remember your birthday. I knew it happened in March, Cannabis, and I apologize. I know we're not really friends everywhere on social media, but happy belated birthday. Knack Attack, you want to say something to him real quick?
Yeah, welcome to the March birthday club.
Yeah.
Happy birthday as well.
So, yeah, there you go. There you go from Knack attacking me. So, uh, real quick, guys. If you guys haven't watched BKO, Bangkok Knockout, or Happy Gilmore, they're both on Tubi. So, go ahead and then watch what we say as well in this episode about these movies that we've done. So just letting you know, guys, that's where we watch both these movies. It was on Tubi, Tubi, which is free. Download it now. Not a sponsor, but I wish they were. So back to the movie. Anything else you want to say about besides the walking shit man, which was full of shit man?
Oh no, I also love during that final fight the way that car gets bashed in by just plowing people into it. That's so fun.
Yeah, and then his fucking car puts the big shit walker in fire. That was funny too. Like it was like haha, and then they run into each other, and then he's still like alive after he gets hit by the car for a little bit.
He's just like, oh, I'm stuck now.
Yeah, he's stuck. Yeah, he gets stuck in the car, in between the car. It was like in the wall, and it's like, what the fuck? Like that was the cheat. Like that's how you're gonna fucking kill this guy. You could easily blown him up, but there's no like any
Or
like.
could
that.
you? Because he can walk back in after being extinguished from, I assume, just walking around till the fire went out.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. That would have been crazy. Maybe that's in Bangkok Knockout Part 2. If they even put that out or anything of that nature. Who knows?
I don't know if it'll happen. Panda Ritikai is no longer with us.
Yeah.
You know, R.I.P. Man.
When
one of the best fights in the movie too.
When did he pass away? How long? Probably this came out in 2010. So.
Yeah, I think it was like 2016 or something. He passed away.
Let me look that up real quick.
So this was one of his last films. I think I saw the last movie he did. It's not that good. It was kind of a disappointment. So.
Oh yeah, what was that? Which one movie? What movie was?
I forget what it was called. I just remember I watched it and I was like, this isn't as good as BKO.
Yeah, he actually died in 2014.
Okay, yeah, I was close. I knew it was around there.
Ong Bak 3 in 2010 as well. He was the director.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Ong Bak sequels aren't that great.
Okay. He has.
But honestly, as a director, Panda Ritikai is hit or miss. Like BKO is definitely a hit, and he made this other one called Born to Fight, which is also really fun.
Oh,
but
nice.
a lot of the other stuff he did is kind of like meh.
There's 2 movies that he was actually probably working on before he passed. Gong Tap Chuan 2 and Nuk Su Sung Sung.
No idea.
I don't know what they mean either. That's probably Thai, not maybe Thai or I don't know. I don't know what that language is. I'm sorry. Not that good in that language.
It's Thai.
Thai? Okay, it's Thai. I was right. So, like you said, the whole story in the beginning, yeah, I agree with that. Like it should have been, we mentioned that already with the, should have been cut off a little bit because we were like,
Yeah, they could have cut that, and then they could have removed the violin guy altogether.
oh yeah, the violin guy was kind of like, it's just, he was annoying, but then he was part of the fucking like the rich guys, like the rich like
Yeah.
let me mention that the rich best friend. Fuck him. Like he was an idiot. Like, and then
Honestly, I don't even remember who the one trader was. I was like, wait, who was he in the group? Like, I didn't even remember him like disappearing or anything.
yeah, the guy who fucking was upset because the girl liked Pod, but like they were just friends and like.
Oh no, his made sense, but the other guy who was the trader, like I was like, who's that? Like I've seen this movie like 10 times. I still don't know like when he left the group or yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I don't even know when he left the group either, but like he was, the guy that started the fight at the fucking party, like that. Yeah, the whole thing, that was like a fucking stage.
Oh wait, was
thing.
he the guy that got plowed through the wall with the car, like the first one? That's probably when he disappeared. He was just he just got yeah.
I think so. I don't know. I've only seen it once, so I didn't go back and watch it again. right away.
Honestly, if what I would have done is I would have had that violin guy be like a secret like martial arts master. Like he would have been, if I would have redone the script, I would have had him be like the big bad. Like he was secretly a complete badass the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think that would have kind of been a fun twist, but otherwise his character was kind of pointless.
So you know what was also kind of pointless? How the betters people died. The money, the people who had the money to bet on this. Like it was just like,
Yeah.
oh, the two guys.
So Mr. Sneed got away.
the
Spoilers. There's nothing really here that we're spoiling. It's like
the
you can see
Russian
everything
guy,
coming a mile away.
the Russian guy and the girl like get out of the car, get out of the trailer and just get killed. It's like that. Yeah, they were betting on you, but like you had to kill them that way. Like you should have fought him more. I would have loved more fights. I would have loved to see the Russian guy fight, but we didn't. So, yeah, I mean overall,
It's got flaws, but it's very fun.
Yeah. Would I go back and watch it again? Maybe in a few years, but not right away. That's my take. Knack Attack.
This is a movie where you just start at the half-hour mark and then you're good. You don't need to watch the first half hour of this movie once you see it once.
Yeah, I mean because you get the plot fucking from the whole thing and the flashbacks and shit. Like some of them were like pointless, but yeah, I agree. Like you mentioned that. But so Knack Attack, your final rating of this movie?
I'm only gonna give it like 3.5 out of 5. That seems kind of low for how I'm praising it, but like it's not for everybody. Like even amongst martial arts fans, I've seen this movie's kind of divisive between people that really love it and really hate it. Mm-hmm. I'm definitely in the really love it crowd, but the fighting is great. The plot is very weak, but the fighting is so good that it carries it, and that's pretty rare for a movie like this. Like sometimes you got a plot that's weak and the fighting just doesn't carry it, but for somehow this elevates beyond that hurdle, and it's very fun. So yeah, 3.5 out of 5. It's if you like action movies, it's definitely worth checking out.
I'm gonna say the same thing. 3.5 out of 5. I mean, the first half hour was kind of like, okay, Nick, you gave me this, and then like when the fight started, it was like, oh, cool. Like, but like the subplot of the movie, like the whole, the whole reason why they were there, like, oh yeah, like you gotta act like a different character to lead these guys and drug them to do this. Like I said, we kind of saw this in a movie before, kind of like The Running Man, but like not directly like The Running Man. But it's like, okay, it's cool. The fight scenes were great. Don't get me wrong. Just the whole like true plot of this movie was kind of like,
it's not reinventing the wheel, that's for sure.
Yeah. So 3.5. I mean, I'll praise the actor that did this. What's his name again? You said it right. I don't want to butcher it this time.
Pena Ritchkai, the director.
Pena Ritchkai. Okay, got it right. Pena Ritchkai.
Director and big bad of the film.
Yeah, I mean he did it. Yeah, it's a gem, man, for him. I mean, it's his life's work. I mean, he did this kind of stuff for a living, and this is one of his last films. So, I'd say he did a good job. I mean, kind of like it was a send off to him, man. Like it just, you can dog it as much as you want, and we both have. He did a great job of what he could do at his age and where he wanted to showcase one of the last work, to put this team together, like you said, like this martial arts team that was all stunt team people that he enjoyed seeing and believed in and wanted to showcase their skills in this movie. So,
yeah, he's worked with them for a couple movies, and he was like, you guys, we got to make something just so you guys are front and center.
So there you go. I mean, honestly, 3.5, take it or leave it, it's pretty solid for what this movie is. So I enjoyed watching it, after the half-hour mark, and congratulations, Knack Attack. You definitely picked a solid movie.
Yeah, this is one of those ones where I'm like, you've never seen that, you got to check it out.
Yeah, there you go. So what are we doing for next month? Are we doing anything special? What kind of movie are you thinking, Nick?
I have no idea. Like my kids keep asking about Easter, so I'm kind of just in that mindset. So I don't know.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, let's go with a You know what? You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do a family movie for Easter. Can we do that? Can we do the kids
Yeah, you
movie?
pick one, I pick one.
Yeah.
Another double feature family movies.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah. Let's do this.
There's good one. Just because the family movie doesn't mean the movie's bad. I mean, there's a lot of good family movies.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna say this. How about we do Paddington 2?
I've heard just Paddington movies are good.
I have two, and this is one we were actually gonna do last year when we did the summer of sequels. Remember? I kept on saying I wanted to watch Paddington
Yeah, it
2.
just kind of got lost in the shuffle. There were so many sequels to choose from.
Yeah, but guess what? It's on Tubi.
Cool.
So we're gonna do Paddington 2. That's my pick.
I don't know what I'm doing yet. Well, Paddington 2 and another movie.
Yeah. We'll have Knack Attack think about it, and I will make the announcement when he's ready. Maybe later today he'll think about it. But we are gonna send you off on a raid right now. So Knack Attack, anything you want to say to the people out there watching right now? Any words of love and support or anything?
Just watch out for each other because no one else is doing it, so it's up to us to help each other out. That's fucking sucks, but that's how it is.
Yes, sir. And we'll be back in April, guys, for our next episode, which is going to be Paddington 2. And it will be another movie Knack Attack will choose. But thank you for joining us on this episode of The Lounge. Birthday celebrations and knockout movies. We're going to rate J2 Media. He's playing some MLB, actually. MLB. I'm sorry, I was saying the wrong game at first. But he's playing MLB, and we're going to go rate him. Great dude. Great friend of the stream. He rated us the other day while I was playing some MLB. So let's go over there now. Knack Attack, I love you, brother. We'll talk soon. Enjoy the rest of your day.